Hello, my name's Larry. I'm Larry, and this is my friend James. James, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm James.
And this is the Simply Evil podcast. And we're going to be talking today about a couple topics. Hold up, let me got to pull them up again because I'm an idiot. I didn't open that up. People getting rid of the dogs due to COVID. That's going to be one issue, really big issue we're facing right now, especially with a lot of dog pounds and stuff like that. People on Twitch showing licensed content. A lot of people are getting banned. We're going to go into that a little bit. And Microsoft basically buying out everybody else and cornering the market with this monopoly. So we're going to go and get started. James, you have some personal... You actually have a couple of personal things with dog pounds and shit like that, huh? Your wife works for one, and then your mom does something with them as well.
Yeah, Amanda formally works for one. She actually just quit her job so she could stay home with the baby. Mm-hmm. But she was an animal control officer for about a year. And then before that, she was working at a rescue shelter in Alabama. And my mom owns a rescue shelter here in Arkansas. And so my wife and my mom both are involved in the rescue communities and stuff like that.
And obviously it's a difficult community. Yeah. It's hard to get dogs adopted. A lot of people getting involved and a lot of stuff like that. Your wife actually adopted a bunch of animals too, huh? Like she has like a bunch of like.
Yeah, we have 2 dogs that are rescues and a cat that is a rescue. And at one point we had a Savannah monitor, which is a giant lizard. It was a baby though. It was just really tiny, but it could have gotten really huge. We were thinking about adopting him, but unfortunately, he was just too far gone. By the time we got him,
gotcha. And that's an issue that happens a lot.
Yeah, it's sad, man.
Yeah,
that lizard originally came home as like her lizard, you know, but then like. After I spent like a day or two with it, that was my lizard after that. I was like, no. This is my lizard
now. So, apparently the percentages, hold on, I keep saying apparently because that's the only word I know, apparently.
That fucking Vine shit, apparently.
Apparently we gotta...
I've never been on the news before.
But apparently...
I'm just a kid.
So, adoption rates increased in 2019 up till 2020 by 250% due to the COVID epidemic. But apparently... on
the flip side of that, surrenders were up to 82.6% compared to 2020.
And what do you...
They do make a caveat. They do say that the surrenders were down by 12.5% versus 2019 when those adoptions first started to happen. So I guess we're on an overall downtrend, but on a 1-year uptrend, you know?
Yeah. So I got a little bit of a personal story since we're on the topic. My grandmother actually recently got her dog stolen that I bought for her back in probably 3-4 years ago now. He's kind of a bigger dog. We live in my grandmother lives in a bad neighborhood. I don't live in a great neighborhood either. But we assume someone ended up stealing the dog. So to kind of make things better, it was over the Christmas holiday. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to get her another dog. So I started looking at animal shelters. Unfortunately, during the month, or not the month, but like a week between Christmas and New Year's, the animal shelters and stuff in the area were closed. So I kind of took my way over to Craigslist to kind of see if anyone was like selling like Christmas puppies or something like that. I could get my grandmother something, you know. Just kind of looking around, and apparently a lot of people are getting rid of their dogs, and I was just kind of threw me off. I was kind of really concerned. I was like, why are these guys getting rid of these dogs? These dogs look so happy, and they're like, can't deal with them anymore. And they were not being nice to these dogs at all.
You were probably like expecting like a couple of listings on Craigslist.
I was expecting.
How many pages were there? You know,
there was like maybe like 15 pages within the last 2 months.
Insane.
And I was just going through, and these guys they're fully grown dogs. They were like 2 years, 3-year-old dogs. And these guys have had these dogs for a minute, and they're just like, I can't deal with them anymore. Sucks.
If you think about it, like each page probably has like 20, anywhere between 20 listings.
Yeah, they're pretty. They're pretty pretty substantial, if I'm being honest with you.
It's like 350 dogs.
Yeah, and they're just getting rid of them, and like this, I'm tired of this dog. This dog, I can't deal with him. He has what's that thing where the fuck? There was just a big old issue where they get attached, and then you go out, now you go back to work, and the dogs start crying all day and shit. And like,
yeah, they get bad separation anxiety.
Yeah, separation anxiety. That's what I was thinking. They're getting real bad separation anxiety, and these are the excuses these people are using on there. Can't take care of him anymore. He's a nuisance. Like this fucked up shit. And I was like, dude, why the fuck are you gonna adopt a dog? And then,
like, you have to know, like, when you adopt a dog, that you're gonna have to go through stuff like that.
Yeah,
like if you take care of the dog and the dog gets separation anxiety, that's a completely normal, like, rescued animal thing to do.
Mm-hmm, but then they're like, yeah, getting rid of them, getting rid of them, getting rid of them, getting rid of them. I'm like, dude, what the fuck's your guys' problems? You guys get these dogs, they grow up, and then you're tired of them, and then you can't take care of them anymore, you can't deal with them, and their problems and nuisances. And they're taking photos of these dogs, and these dogs don't know that they're getting basically kicked out. They're all happy, sitting in a photo, they're all excited, and then it's like, that shit breaks my heart. I'm like, god damn, that's fucked up.
I don't get it, you know. Like, my dogs piss me off and everything, but there's not been a single time where I thought, you need to get rid of these dogs.
Yeah, I mean, my dogs, like I said, I think I texted you this. It's like me and my dog have really long conversations. So you're arguing with each other. Hey, man, you know you're not supposed to be doing that shit, right? And he's looking at me like, yeah, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm like, I told you not to, bud. You know, we had this conversation. You ain't bringing no rant. You fucked up my mattress. He shredded my mattress. I was like, this dude.
You know, Dad, it's fun, so. Yeah, my dog, he's really bad. He has like bad separation anxiety with my wife. Like, so he gets really nervous around me just because, you know, my wife is who raised him, and like it's been 2 years and he's still getting used to me. He's getting better, but like if I stand up too fast, he's just kind of like, oh shit.
Was he a rescue, son?
Yeah, he's a rescue, but he came from a litter that was born in the rescue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and but it was the product of some inbreeding, so he got some of that, you know, Alabama inbred in him. Which he didn't come out with any, like, you know,
deformities or anything like that.
No deformities as far as we can tell, and except for maybe his, you know, brain capacity. The dog he's dumb as shit.
My dog, I always say, my dog's smart enough to piss me off. He learned how to open doors and shit and climb stairs and ladders and all sorts of like dumb shit. But we can't teach him how to sit. He refuses to learn how to sit. You only sit crazy. When you have like okay. You know how you like to teach you to train the dog, like you got to give him something and then eventually he picks it up.
Yeah.
So he won't sit down until you show him what you're gonna give him. He's smart enough to know that eventually you're not going to give him shit. He's like, you know what? I'm not sitting until you give me my shit first. I got to see what you're selling.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So yeah, I looked up some statistics for just like general shelter statistics, and there's about 6.5 million companion animals who enter shelters nationwide every year. That's an insane amount.
That is excessive.
That is insane.
But number wrong, it's very excessive. But you got to keep in mind that dogs and cats and everything else, they don't have one puppy. They have 6 to 12.
Yeah.
So the population that they would grow at would be exponential.
That's why a lot of these shelters and stuff, they recommend and like strongly, you know, recommend spay and neutering your animals.
Yeah.
You know, to keep that from happening.
Yeah, we got our dog neutered, but that shit's expensive. Some people can't afford that. $800 just get him neutered.
And see, that's the thing. That's one of the benefits to adopting from a shelter. A lot of the times is that they'll already be spayed or neutered, and you don't have to actually pay that price. Like, a lot of times, it's a lot cheaper to adopt.
Hold up. Is my microphone? Or are we lagging? Hold up. One more time. Go ahead.
That's one of the advantages, definitely, of adopting a rescue, is that as opposed to buying from like a breeder or something. It's like, the spay and neuter cost doesn't get transferred to you.
Yeah, well, it does. It's not as hard. I think the pound here in Phoenix, the Maricopa County Animal Rescue, I think they're $500 for a dog.
Really?
Yeah,
wow.
Which is still really expensive. Don't get me wrong, they got deals and stuff. Like you get like an older dog, it's a lot cheaper than getting a puppy or anything like that. But the price tag on some of them are pretty
I would
expensive.
say around here it's like around 150 to maybe 300.
Yeah, no, not here. I wish it was that cheap. I would go to the pound tomorrow and get my grandmother that damn dog. I'm on a budget right now. I'm broke. But so do you think that
it's kind of wild?
Go ahead.
It is kind of wild, just how the whole pandemic hitting made people want to get animals. You know,
well,
like,
they
get a companion from home.
They're probably like lonely, and they're like, you know what's a good idea? Let's get a dog.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, and they go on walks and do shit they can do with the pandemic, like go to the mountain or some shit here in Arizona. Anyway, they go hiking or whatever. I'm assuming that's kind of where it came from. It's like, oh well, I can't work, I can't do anything. Might as well get a dog and go hiking or get my health up or something like that.
Kudos to the people who did that and kept those dogs.
Yeah, I mean, obviously. Obviously. Do you think the people that took the dogs in and then once their pandemic was picked up, or this is not just the pandemic, but at all, you think they should be held accountable for some of the, at least the cost for getting them rehomed?
Yeah, I think that would, that they should be, that they should have to help in that kind of thing. And I think that most shelters do charge like a drop-off fee or something. Like this.
The one in there. Oh, good.
Well, it depends too, though, because a lot of people will just put them in a box and drop them off at the staircase. Yeah,
that's fucked up too. But yeah, here in Arizona, they have it's funny. They have the same kind of thing with like children. If you can't take care of your kid, you could drop them off at like a fire station.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But same thing with the dogs. They'll take them and they'll just drop them off, no questions asked, no nothing. Just give us the dog and we'll take care of it, kind of thing. Which would explain why the cost of adoption is kind of higher.
Yeah. I think I looked it up and it says on average it can cost between $50 to $150 to surrender your dog. But like I said, that depends on. It depends on your location and the age of the pet and whether or not you dropped it off in a box, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because the one that Amanda used to work at in Alabama, they would get animals dropped off all the time. Like they would just like be cleaning the shelter kennels and stuff and go out for a smoke break or something, and then there would be a dog just like tied to the fence post.
Oh,
like,
really?
Next to the door. Yeah, or like a litter of cats in a box like next to the front door or something. It would happen all the time. They wouldn't realize that someone came up there, and they would just drop them off and not even.
Yeah, I seen a couple of videos like that too, where someone just gets tired of their dogs, they just tie him to a fucking tree or like a pole and just leave his ass there.
That's so fucked up, man. That's like, if no one finds them and saves them or whatever, that's a slow like death.
I forgot what show I used to watch. I think it was like pit bulls and parolees on Animal Planet, and they would get like, oh yeah, this is a pit bull over here, growling and barking at people. They go there and the dog's tied to a tree. I'm like, no shit, he's fucking barking. Fuck, time my ass to a tree. See how quickly I go off. But yeah, I've seen some shit like that, and then by the time they usually find them, they're already way malnutrition. I'm trying to think of the word.
Yeah, starving.
Yeah, basically starving. Yeah, starving, no water, nothing. And
I volunteered at the shelter a couple of different times. When I come down to visit or something, and I'd go volunteer and work with her for a night or whatever. And they would get all kinds of dogs in that were just skin and bones. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then they would nurse them back to health and feed them and everything. And seeing some of those dogs that came in like just so malnourished, and then seeing them like the next time I came down months later just being like plump again.
Oh, they keep them there for months?
Yeah, man. Like their shelter was they would keep dogs there they had dogs there that were there for like years, and they kept trying to adopt them. And there's a few that had been there for like a long time like that they finally did get adopted, and those are like really cool success stories and everything. but like they were pretty unique because they were like they were a no-kill shelter, but
okay.
like they had to do some euthanizations here and there, if it was like more
like a rabid or aggressive dog.
Yeah, or something. Yeah, if it was the humane thing to do, but like they had I think they had a pretty low kill rate, which funny enough, you can call yourself a no-kill shelter and still euthanize animals. It just has to fall below a certain percent, and then you can label yourself as a no-kill.
Yeah, so same thing. The one here in Arizona again. I don't know many shelters. This is the only one I know of, and they keep the dogs maybe a month.
Yeah, there's a bunch of dogs there that they keep for months on end. I think the shelter that she worked at here recently, they didn't keep animals for very long because they were, it was a larger city that they were working in, so like they couldn't, they had to turn those animals over as quickly as possible.
You gotta think about it. 6 million dogs a year.
Yeah, that's 20. Wait, was that? 6% of the U.S. population.
Yeah, so that's
like that.
That's a lot of dogs, and I don't know how many shelters are across the United States. I could probably look that up real quick. Well, there's 3,500 animal shelters in the United States.
3,500.
That's what it says. Divided by 3,500. That means each shelter takes an average of, or if it was split evenly, would take about 1.7 million dogs per shelter.
Jesus.
That's what it says.
There's got to be more smaller operations.
Yeah. I'm just getting an average. It says according to the Humane Society, there are about 3,500 animal shelters in the USA and 10,000 rescues. Oh, there's 10,000 rescue groups and animal sanctuaries in North America.
That's still an insane amount of dogs.
Yeah,
and cats.
It's still a lot.
That's a fuckload, man.
So you gotta keep that in mind.
Like these people are seeing like a ton, like different ones every day.
Gotcha. All right, you want to go ahead and move to the next topic?
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Okay, well, here's the next one that I've seen a lot of biased and back and forth, and a lot of people arguing about. People on Twitch showing licensed content.
I haven't done a lot of research on this, but based on what I've seen, it seems like, you'd think it would be kind of common sense to not watch entire shows or movies
or songs, music, movies, TV shows, putting like stuff that you shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, all that licensed content,
Yeah, everything that someone else owns. And backup question to that, since that was kind of a quick response. People think that Twitch and other things, like people who make Twitch and YouTube and stuff, they're full-time careers. There was a person I saw, I'm not going to list the name or anything. I think I showed you the screenshot anyway, so you know what I'm talking about. Basically said that Twitch doesn't offer any sick time. Do you
yeah.
Do you think Twitch should offer sick time for the person called themselves an employee of Twitch? Do you think that Twitch needs to pay their partners and everyone else sick time?
I mean, it would be nice, but like, I think technically, a streamer on Twitch is what they're designated as a contractor.
A private contractor.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I don't know how many times that a private contractor has ever offered like health insurance or anything.
They're not usually.
Like, if you work for the private contractor, then yeah, maybe they offer health insurance, but the person who's paying to have work subcontracted or whatever, they normally aren't the ones that carry the weight of paying health insurance or sick leave or vacation time or anything like that. That's the contractor themselves.
Yeah. Well, the reason she said that, or again, I said she, but well, whatever, it's fine at this point. How many women are on Twitch and TikTok and YouTube, right? So she said the reason that she put the content out, I think she was, I don't know what she was showing exactly. The reason she did that was because she was sick, and that, again, the reasoning behind the whole that she thinks Twitch should pay her sick time and stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, like, you know, sick time is good. I had COVID 3 times this year already, and I got sick time. I mean, I needed it. I literally couldn't breathe. I think I was still doing dumb shit though, but I couldn't breathe. I had obviously shortness of breath, coughing, and then I got fucking. I went to the hospital. Right, this is going a completely different direction now. I went to the hospital, and I wait in line. Like, what do you have? I said I got COVID. They said, oh, the best way to kind of like clear out your lungs and get some of that shit out is to take hot showers. So what I was doing was I was taking hot showers. COVID then turned into pneumonia because of the hot showers, and I got even sicker. And yeah, that got me. So I ended up getting COVID, pneumonia, and then I started off as bronchitis, but it turned into pneumonia and COVID.
Damn.
Yeah, it sucked. That was. The COVID wasn't too bad. It was you know, it was kind of a pain in the ass. It was kind of like, oh, who's shortness of breath? I can't breathe, kind of thing. And then it went to pneumonia, which then fucked me up. And the entirety of that amazing process and everything else. I gotta get a new headset, bro. You gotta remind me to get a new headset because this shit's gonna get annoying. So he says,
what kind of headset do you have?
Dude, I have a SteelSeries X. Whatever the fuck this damn thing is. Like, it's not a cheap headset.
Damn, what the fuck?
It's the SteelSeries. I don't know which one. It's one of them.
Man, I always heard good things about those.
Well, I think the wire broke. My dog, again, bringing up the dog, he'll come over and he'll grab the head. Like, he'll run up and under the desk. So he'll get in between the wire and then launch it like a fucking slingshot against the wall. So I'm thinking that one of those eventually end up either messing with the wire or messing up
probably
the headset. So you know, little Speedy Gonzalez over here just grabs his shit and slams it against the wall at like 80 miles an hour.
So yeah, I mean, like, it would be cool if streamers who are doing it full time could get like sick days and stuff. But I mean, like, the current structure of things, I don't think.
But that's
going to happen.
But you would figure that if that was the case and they would get like sick time, could you imagine paying what their average monthly income is, like, for free?
Yeah, that would be wild.
Right, let's say someone like Ninja who brings in, I don't know, a lot. Let's say let's average it, like, say $200,000 or something a month, which is on the low side. Could you imagine paying that for free?
Yeah, that would be insane.
Yeah, you would.
It would probably, you know, honestly, if they ever did, it would probably be some kind of contract agreement.
You get like 1% of your total income.
Yeah, it's like a predetermined, pre-agreed upon rate or something that you get paid for sick time. You know, which that's another thing is that Twitch partners, you know, they generally have some sort of contract with Twitch. So I guess if you needed sick days or whatever, you probably need to negotiate with them on that point.
And not just that. I'm trying to think. I had something to say and I completely slipped my damn mind. But anyway, moving on, I guess. What was I thinking? I had something in my head. Now I'm freaking like dead right now, and I can't think, man. I can't think. So, since we gotta like kill some time because we've only been doing this for like 26 minutes, we only got like one more subject left. Are you looking forward to any? Since we're obviously both play video games. That's what you forgot. That's what you forgot to say. Your intro, man, to introduce yourself.
Yeah,
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We'll figure that out eventually. So you've been looking forward to any of the new games coming out? I hear that the Harry Potter game's coming out. I don't even know what game's coming out. I'm being honest with you.
There's a ton.
Yeah, let me look it up. Upcoming.
I think it's not a video game, but video game related. They're doing a Last of Us TV series, live action TV series.
I think I saw something about that on Twitter.
Yeah, I found out about it. I didn't realize that they were doing it, and I found out about it, and like now I'm really excited for that. Because back when PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 was out, I owned a 360, and I went out and bought a PlayStation just so I could play The Last of Us.
I like The Last of Us.
Yeah, and then I sold the PlayStation when I got done with the game. But
ouch!
I went and bought one specifically so I could play that game, and I loved it, and I'm excited about the show.
I just thought of the topic I forgot to write down. VR and the multiverse. People are saying they're getting assaulted.
Like, I don't know how to like.
I'm gonna put you in a hard spot, bud. We asked the tough questions here. They're saying.
I mean, like, I don't know. I guess if you look at like what the classic definition of assault is, I mean, I guess it's generally a physical attack. You know, I could see people being harassed in VR.
Wouldn't you say that VR is pretty? Nah, probably not. Nah, I don't think so. I was gonna say, don't you think VR is kind of as close as we're gonna get to online human to human interaction?
And I mean, maybe, you know, I mean, like that's such a weird spot, you know, like, can you really call it assault?
Are they gonna?
Since they're not.
Another question is, do you think they're ever gonna put like laws in place in VR, like you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this?
Oh, I'm sure there's already restrictions.
No. I mean, you get some jail time if you do some sketchy ass shit on VR.
I wouldn't doubt if that ever happened. You know, honestly, like I bet at some point if it got, I bet they would make laws.
They would have to, because I could see some people doing some sketchy ass shit. I've heard sketchy ass shit, and I've only played like Call of Duty lobbies back in 2009.
Yeah, there's on there for sure.
You get assaulted. You get verbally assaulted by everyone in that bitch.
Verbally assaulted, right?
You get your.
So I guess, I mean, like if you're taking it like verbal assault, then yeah, you can get assaulted in VR.
Well, no, the person I'm bringing up was on TikTok. Again, I watch a lot of TikTok because I got nothing better to do in my life. And she was saying that she was getting SA on virtual reality.
So sexually assaulted.
I don't know if you could say sexually assault, but yeah, that's what yeah, she was saying that she was getting sexually assaulted on VR. And don't be wrong, I could definitely see like women and stuff in that kind of thing getting harassed for sure. But again, like you said, I don't know if I would consider it actual assault. I guess I would have to see the context of what they're talking about to be considered.
I guess the context would be kind of important. But,
yeah, it'd be very important. Because right now all we got he versus she crap. And I've seen VR shit where it was kind of like, hey, it's a little fishy.
Now, legally, I think that a threat or an attempt to commit an action can be considered an assault too. So I guess if they're like verbally threatening to do messed up shit to them, I think maybe that can be considered assault for threatening behavior and stuff.
I don't know,
because there are those people out there that that can dox you. You know they.
I know. That shit terrifies me, bro.
You know, that's crazy as shit. So I mean, like if it was an instance like that where they're like, they had doxed that person's information and knew where they lived and were threatening to come and
do shit,
sexually assault them and stuff, then I think that definitely probably assault.
It's mainly, I got to find the video. I'll send it to you or something. But I think it wasn't anything like as far as him gonna go find her and shit. I think it was more inside the metaverse or whatever they consider the VR. I'm not too keen on that terminology yet.
I mean, I don't know. Like you said, you'd have to see the context, I guess, but definitely harassment. I mean, if they're saying shit to her that she doesn't want them to say to her, then yeah, they're harassing her.
But in the same breath, it's a video game, and at any given moment, you feel like you're being assaulted and like that, just go ahead and leave the party or leave the game or the
unless you join some kind of weird sword art thing and you're stuck there.
Indefinitely. You're never gonna get out.
Yeah, this is your life now. You're in a VR game.
You are. I wonder if it's ever gonna. I wonder if VR is ever gonna get to that point where you can live there.
That would be insane.
Would you do that?
That would be absolutely insane. There's no way. I would never live in VR.
Yeah, I would never. I couldn't.
But then again, you never know, I guess. I mean, I've never... if I was ever in a simulation or something like that that was that immersive, who's to say that maybe that's not something that's incredibly addictive?
It's like drugs or something? You're over there getting high in VR?
Or maybe they just, they get, like, dopamine and serotonin from, like, going into a VR game and, like, being like a superhero or something, and that is just like being able to do shit that they can't do in real life. I'd
be the worst superhero ever, dude. I'd be breaking so much shit. There was a thing
like Superman and Zack Snyder.
Yeah. I'd be like, I'm here to save you. Oh my God, he's here to save us.
$5 billion in damages.
$3.5 billion. Excuse me. So how are you gonna cover this? Fuck.
I've got superhero insurance.
Don't worry, the government covers me.
You ever seen that series, The Boys, on Amazon?
No, someone told me to watch it. I haven't seen it.
Oh, dude, it's so good. It's basically like that. It's like with superheroes, and then they like work for a corporation instead of the government. So the corporation like tells them what to do and all that other kind of shit, and they have corporate lawyers and stuff that like follow the superheroes around when they do have like damages or like someone dies as a like collateral damage or something, and they'll like show up at people's families and be like, here, this corporation wants to offer you this amount, and insurance claims or whatever for like basically like superhero life insurance, I guess.
Jesus Christ. The one I did see that was really good was actually Invincible. I don't know if you've seen that.
Invincible.
It's on Amazon.
Who's in that?
I don't fucking know. It's it's animated, bro. Give me like 10 seconds.
Oh, okay.
You haven't seen it?
Invincible.
It's pretty. Oh, bro, it's gruesome.
Really?
It's not like Superman where he goes in and beats the shit out of someone's little bit of blood. The main protagonist at the time, at least you think he is like by the way, spoiler alert. Is like Superman basically. Yeah. He's from a different planet. Also the crap. He comes to Earth for some reason. I think to take over basically. We don't know that at the time. This is the beginning, and he kills all the other heroes who put a threat to him. He goes in there. He's like, all right. They have like knockoff Aquaman. They got knockoff Flash. They got knockoff like all the knockoffs of all these like amazing heroes, and he just beats them to death and kills all of them. And then he gets fucked up because again he fought basically the Justice League and killed them all. And then so he's all fucked up and they think he's innocent. He's like, oh no, he just got beat up by the same guy who beat these other guys up. So they nurse him back to health just for him to be like a villain who wants to take over the world. And he had a kid, so the kid could help him take over the world, and they could use it as like a planet and sell it or whatever the fuck they do with it.
It's fucking wild.
And it's not a simple like he beat the shit out of people. He literally punched a hole through another dude's head and killed him, and like immediately. It's pretty vicious. It's a pretty good movie.
Wow.
Pretty good TV series. Right. And then the son finds out, and the son tries to stop him, and it does not go according to plan at all.
You guys can't complain. Larry said spoiler alert before you started talking about it.
I did. I basically gave the entire series. But it's really good. It's only season 1, so hopefully we'll have another season here soon. I don't know. Do you want to try that generator before we go to the Microsoft thing?
Yeah, we can try.
So on the first episode of Simply Evil podcast, we're gonna try our own little. Oh damn, everything's getting blurry. Our own little. What is it? What do they call them? Like portion of the show, maybe.
Yeah, I guess so. This we, I guess once an episode or something or whatever, we can just do a random topic generator instead of having a planned one. We can just kind of impromptu talk about something. And I did pull up a random topic in a generator, and I think I kind of like this one. It says, "What do you think about game shows, and do you have a favorite one?"
Who's it? God damn. Who's that? I can't remember his damn name. Let me look this up before I say something rude.
Okay. So I've got one actually. Like here recently, I've been on a YouTube binge watching Whose Line Is It Anyway, like reruns and clips, and it's not really a game show. It's more of an improv show, but they kind of like stage it as a game. So like, I don't know. I've been watching the hell out of that. Like those guys, Wayne Brady and like Colin Mockery and
I got it already.
Styles. What the hell's his name? Amanda's like staring at me. Oh.
Are you in trouble already?
No. No, apparently our baby just did an exorcist vomit.
Oh God!
So
I just figured.
She texted me. She was like, "Put your shoes on. We're leaving."
We had to call the preacher.
So we got a Catholic priest in town somewhere. They'll perform an exorcist.
You know what's fucked up? Here's something I got to bring up. We'll go back to the thing, your question, your topic. Did you know for you to call it like I'll say you have an issue, you need a preacher or a priest or a rabbi or whatever. You need to be a part of the church for them to send someone out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they won't send anyone out.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so if you move to a new town and your house is haunted, maybe before you move to the new town, maybe join the local church. Because they will not send anyone out to you. I don't know about rabbi, I don't know that because I'm Catholic.
Move into a new town.
Yeah.
Be like, et numinus fili.
Yeah.
Et numinus patria fili.
Yeah. So you gotta be a part of the church for them to send anyone out, or they will not send anyone out. Which is atrocious.
You're gonna move into a haunted house, learn the Hail Mary and
the cross.
Fathers.
Keep in mind, if you've seen any scary movies and there's a demon in your house, the crucifixes will not work. he will throw those at you and laugh at you.
You're not on the member list. Yeah.
Oh, you know, we fucked up. There's like a bouncer outside the church with a list, and he's like, "Oh, you need exorcism, do you? Get on the list."
Get to the back of the line.
You gotta slip the church. They gotta slip the church $100 to get in.
We're only letting altar boys in here.
This is children's night. Excuse me.
Oh my God.
Hey man, they knew the jokes when they signed up. We're gonna go to hell. Oh shit. Anyway, so back to your question. I like Family Feud.
Family Feud's good, man. Steve Harvey's funny as hell.
I just like how dumb the people are.
Yeah.
Naked grandpa!
Yeah. Naked grandma!
It's like, the fuck?
Yeah, that's the one that just keeps coming up all the time. Naked grandma!
Naked grandma! And then like all the like the wives and stuff are like flirting with Steve Harvey while he's up there, and he's like, "Yo." I'm like, I'd be so mad. I'd be like, this bitch got on that show for 10 seconds and she only flirting with the.
Come get your wife.
All right, what's the show you liked? You said. I'm sorry. Go back.
Whose Line Is It Anyway? Was one I'm kind of binging like YouTube clips and stuff. It's not really a game show, but it's kind of like they structure it like one. So like, you ever seen it? Whose Line Is It Anyway?
No.
Oh, dude. Okay, so it's an improv show. Like basically. They just they got three guys, Wayne Brady and Colin Mockery, and then the last guy, I can't remember his name, but his last name's Styles. They're like the three main cast members, and they have a guest cast member that comes in every time. And they just go through a bunch of like improv skits that are structured like games. So like one of their famous ones is called Hoedown. They'll play like a
Is this a
song? Is
this a British TV show?
No, it's American. Drew Carey was the host for the long time.
Hold up. You know what? I think I liked something the other day again on TikTok. Hold up. Stand by.
TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok. Is that
TikTok will suck your life away. Everybody listening.
David Mand. Give us a clue. No, let's give us a clue. That's a different one. Go ahead.
Okay.
Anyway, so what's the premise of the show? I apologize. Go ahead.
It's basically just an improv show. Like one of the things that they do is called hoedown, where the crowd will give them like a random topic, and then they have to like sing lyrics on the spot about whatever the topic is. And one time they had it's funny because like the last guy, what the hell is his name? Ryan Stiles. Okay, so he's like this real tall, skinny guy or whatever, but he hates the hoedowns. Like every time they do a hoedown, like you can tell he doesn't want to do it. And on the crowd had him do one about vending machines, and this was like like studio captured or like the uncensored version, because the TV the like cable TV part of it was pretty clean. It was like kind of adult, but not really. Mm-hmm. But the uncensored ones, like they did one hoedown where like he was just tired of it, and the last lines was something like, it's hard to write a hoedown about vending machines or a funny song on the spot. He's trying to give it a little twist, but if they have to do another hoedown, he's going to slit his fucking wrist.
Oh, shit!
I was like, holy shit! Like, this is a cable show, what the fuck? Like, daytime television, what's happening here?
Oh, it was daytime, because nighttime television, you get a little sketchy.
It was kind of nighttime. It wasn't really daytime, but it was, it was fucking Drew Carey and stuff, like Drew Carey's the host of Price is Right now, so like.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah, Drew Carey's the host of Price is Right now.
Jim Carrey?
Drew Carey.
Oh, I thought you said Jim Carrey. I'm like, you're pretty sure he has a lot of options still. He ain't out yet.
That would be wild. Jim Carrey is a character.
Oh yes, he definitely is. I like him, and I like Johnny Depp. I think I like, and minus all the
Johnny Depp is amazing.
I think he's a great actor. Yeah, I think he's really good at playing like weird characters. I think if you ever have like a weird character you need to play it, he's the guy to call. Same thing with Jim Carrey. He plays really like crazy characters, like The Mask.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's out there.
It's a good character.
He is really like he's over the top, but he makes it work somehow.
Yeah, he makes it seem like he's normal. Like that's like something.
Liar had like a pretty serious theme to it or whatever, but he was over the top in it and still managed to make it work.
Yeah, so like I said, Jim Carrey's a great actor. I think Johnny Depp's a great actor as well. I'm not a huge fan of his musical. Did you see that the meat pie one? I don't know what the fuck this thing's called.
Yeah, I've listened to some stuff from Johnny Depp before, and I don't think I ever really cared for any of the music stuff he did either.
I never thought like.
Oh, you're talking about Sweeney Todd. I like. Well,
I like the movie. I just didn't like the singing. I'm not a huge like musical guy.
Yeah, I actually really love musicals.
Huh?
I actually really love musicals. Like
I've
got a thing for them.
Oops. Shots
no,
fired.
It's all good. You don't have to like them, but I mean, it's not everyone's thing. But, like. I got excited when Mamma Mia came out, so I mean, like.
Oh, what? dude, I fucking hate that movie. My mom watched it easily 100 times. In fact, I wonder if my dad would answer right now. Hold up,
bro. ABBA, the ABBA music, dude, is all about ABBA,
bro. Huh? She listened to that song or that movie easily 100 times. I don't even know how the hell she did that because we didn't have like a DVD player or anything. So she would look through like clocks. We had like 1,000 TV shows or channels, and she would find it on there. I swear to God, she would, and we'd every single day. Crazy. All right, we're at 50 minutes. You want to start talking about Microsoft buying up everything, and if we need to cancel them or not? We gotta cancel. We gotta cancel Microsoft. The bastard's taking everything.
I'm on the it's not that big of a deal train.
Really? I'm thinking if they get too many big titles, they got Bethesda, they got Activision, they got even Minecraft. They got all these big ass titles.
I think there's still plenty of competition.
Like
though.
what?
Like Nintendo.
Nintendo's not a competition. Nintendo has its own market altogether. It has nothing. Pokemon's not going to compete with fucking Call of Duty.
I don't think
Mario's not going to compete with Elder Scrolls or Fallout. They're not on the same fucking pedestal. If you would have said like Battlefield is going to compete with them, but Battlefield and EA are going to shit. Everyone considers them a greedy market, I guess. What's the word? They basically anything they do is they just charge up the ass for anything.
Let's see. So Microsoft doesn't own Rockstar yet, right? So Grand Theft Auto
Grand Theft Auto is not going to compete with Call of Duty.
Yeah, sure will. Grand Theft Auto has sold way more copies than.
Well, no, not as far as that. I meant like the Call of Duty isn't comparable to GTA. They're two completely different game titles, two completely different games, genres, everything else.
I guess that's fair. If we're just looking at,
but they own Halo. They own basically Bungie. That's Destiny. That's basically all these big titles that were huge already. They own Call of Duty. They own Bethesda. They own. There's a list. Hold up. There's a list of shit they own. Yeah. Microsoft owns ZeniMax. They own Activision, which is Blizzard. They own Rare. They own Industries.
Volition, Mojang,
Ninja Theory, which I've never heard of.
Let's see.
They own Playground Games. They own Playground Games as well. Isn't that the ones who made
Forza?
Yeah, Forza. Forza. Undead
Fable.
Labs. They own Compulsive Games. Obsidian, which I don't know what games. Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic, Fallout New Vegas, so Bethesda shit. Wasteland, I didn't play any of those games.
Oh, tried to buy Discord.
They own Discord. Oh yeah, they tried. Yeah, right, they tried. I thought they bought it for $12 billion. I would have sold out.
$12 billion's a lot of fucking money, though, man. $1 billion is a lot of fucking money.
I think they offered Call of Duty $68.7 billion.
Yeah, I think it was like right at about $70 billion.
Yes.
Which is insane. That's an insane number.
Yeah.
It looks like they tried to buy Square Enix at some point too.
What's Ninja Theory? I don't remember. Xenon Saga, Hellblade 2, and Project Mara. Never heard of any of those games.
Let's see. Acquisitions by EA.
But either way.
Origin Systems.
But either way, so like they got. Don't get me wrong. But basically, they buy Activision. They got Call of Duty. They got Warzone. They have anything Call of Duty made, which to be honest with you, I don't know much more Activision does other than Call of Duty. They did Diablo, Overwatch, Call of Duty. So they would own all those. They would own Diablo, Overwatch 2, and Call of Duty. So
they would own a nice share,
a nice chunk of any game that's ever developed in the future and ever. Yeah, probably. The only real competitor with Microsoft right now is EA.
Sony too, I think.
But what the fuck does Sony make other than PlayStation? They don't make games. Okay, hold up. Sony, does Sony own the? I know they got like exclusives, but they don't own the actual companies that make those, do they?
The games?
Hold up, I can't hear you. Stand
by. They got several.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, they do have several video game developers. Naughty Dog's still on Sony's list. They're the ones who made
Beyond Two Souls.
Okay, yeah, and they did. I believe they did Last of Us as well.
Hopefully I'm right with Beyond Two Souls. But again, those kind of games aren't gonna be competitors of Activision. It's not the only ones I could see that would be competitors as far as like that kind of like gaming platform would be would be either Battlefield or Rainbow Six.
So, like, if we're just looking at total sales, but
who? Wait, hold on. I'm trying to find out who made Rainbow Six because I might be a fucking moron. Ubisoft. Who owns Ubisoft?
EA.
Okay. So
I think I might be wrong about that. Actually, let me look it up.
I'm over here like looking shit up.
Yeah, it's just, we did our research.
We didn't know. All right, we got no. We're gonna have an hour worth of shit. So I mean, as far as we're concerned, we made the video. We got the content. All right.
I don't think anyone owns Ubisoft.
Dillamont family. Where the fuck that is? They only own 18%. The fuck?
Yeah, it looks like the EA owns 20% of Ubisoft stock. I guess.
Well. Yeah. So EA owns majority shares, so they own 19% of the stock.
Okay, so EA owns Ubisoft, which is like the Assassin's Creed series and a bunch of other stuff like that.
But again, what I'm saying is, like, those kinds of games aren't the ones that are going to be competing with Activision. The kind of games.
You know what it looks like? Oh, no. These aren't free to plays. Hold on.
Steam's going to shit, too, by the way. They lost a lot of their shit to Epic.
The Epic launcher is just so bad. I hate it.
Yeah, I know. Sales on...
Okay, so here's a list about the most played games in 2021 based on peak concurrent players. So let's see.
Monster Hunter, God of War. God of War just came out.
Okay, so Call of Duty didn't even make it on this list.
Call of Duty's not available on Steam.
No, this isn't Steam. This is just games in general.
Yeah. For Call of Duty, you'd probably have to look about like a year or two ago because they released their newest game. What's the newest one?
Vanguard.
Vanguard. And I guarantee you they didn't even sell shit.
Yeah, but even in 2021 they released Black Ops. You
gotta look for so wow, that's it? Jesus fucking Christ. So it says how many copies of Vanguard were sold collectively with over 41,000 units sold. 41,000? That
doesn't seem right.
That can't be right. Oh, in Japan. Fuck you.
Oh.
I said total sales. Why the fuck are you gonna give me Japan numbers? I want the entire world.
Vanguard was the second best-selling game of the entire year.
I don't know. I think something funny is my brother won't even buy that shit.
I didn't buy Vanguard. I just didn't care. But 2021, this list is just by concurrent playership, so it's not even by like sales or anything. It's just how many players were online at one time. And Call of Duty didn't even make the list.
Yeah, no, Call of Duty's gone to shit. So best-selling games from the year to date would be Call of Duty Cold War is the top, and then Call of Duty Vanguard second, is what it says. Madden NFL 2022, MLB The Show 2021, Resident Evil Village, Battlefield 2042, Super Mario 3D World. Pokemon is actually on here. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, Marvel Spider-Man, and then Far Cry 6. Those are the top 10. So Call of Duty is on here twice.
And that's in sales?
To date, yeah, top sales this year to date. So Call of Duty and then Call of Duty Vanguard. So Cold War and Vanguard are the top two.
Yeah, okay. So obviously in sales they're gonna do well just with Call of Duty.
Yeah, just the name alone and all the esport people who play those games are gonna make sure those sales stay up.
That's weird because I'm looking at a list of best-selling games of all time, and Call of Duty doesn't come in until place 19. What's
the best-selling game of all time? I'm
Guess.
Pokemon.
Minecraft.
Fuck! You know who owns Minecraft?
38 million sales.
You know who owns Minecraft?
Microsoft.
Fucking Microsoft.
It's followed by Grand Theft Auto. But it's a substantially smaller number.
Well, I know, but again, you can't really when I go back to the statement is you can't compare Call of Duty to to Grand Theft Auto. Don't be wrong, compare them with sales and players, but as far as like an actual competition, Call of Duty's a first-person shooter. GTA's.
I will say that.
What is GTA?
Call of Duty is on this list. Call of Duty is the first one on here that is a first-person shooter.
Yeah,
it's actually not. It's under Battlegrounds.
But I think they own PUBG.
Yeah.
Let's see.
PUBG Corporation. Let's see. Yeah.
No, I think it's PUBG Battlegrounds, Wikipedia, PUBG Corporation. Who owns PUBG?
Oh, it's a South Korean company owns them. Krafton.
Who owns Krafton?
They're their own company. Doesn't look like they're owned by anyone.
That's interesting.
So, Korean company.
Yeah. I can't say this dude's name because I will butcher the shit out of it.
But so there's PUBG, but besides PUBG, I mean, like I said, Call of Duty's the first person shooter.
Yeah, it's PUBG's not a first person shooter.
Yeah, well, PUBG can be a first person shooter.
It's considered a
what, a battle royale?
Battle royale, yeah.
Yeah. Does that not count for first person shooters?
It doesn't count. First person shooters like head to head, 5v5.
Call of Duty's the first one on the list that's like that.
But they own Call of Duty. They own Overwatch. They own basically everything. At what point does it become a monopoly? Same thing with Disney. Disney does the same shit.
I don't think you can consider it monopoly because there's still competition. I mean, like they're probably not going to make as much money as Microsoft. But
is there really a competition?
Yeah, Fortnite had the most current players in 2021.
Fortnite. I don't know who owns Fortnite.
I'm not looking at sales at this point. I'm looking at concurrent playership, which is going to translate into cosmetic sales and stuff. So, like, I think really honestly, the model that people are moving to are free to play style games because they can do more in transaction wise and longevity wise with cosmetic sales and stuff for free to play games.
Who owns Fortnite?
Had the most Epic.
Who owns?
I don't know who owns Epic.
Oh, here. Who owns Epic Games? Tim Sweeney, North Carolina. Who owns Tim Sweeney?
Microsoft.
Disney. Fuck. Yeah. So Tim Sweeney is. Oh, he only owns 50%. He owns. Don't get me wrong. He owns more than 50%, but.
So he's the owner.
Yeah, he owns it, but he only owns a little over 50% of the company. So who owns
they're publicly traded?
Who owns the other 40%? Microsoft.
Microsoft.
Ubisoft. Shit.
So on the list of concurrent players, I mean, Fortnite was the first one, and then League of Legends after that. So that's Riot Games.
Who owns Riot? We're gonna play this game.
Microsoft. No.
Well, I know who owns Blizzard. Oh, Tencent again. Isn't it that same country? That same country. That same company that owns PUBG?
No, that was like Krafton.
Oh, it was Krafton. You're right. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Is this owned by what country is this? So it's Korea again. Then we know someone else is getting a monopoly started. Yeah. Nah, that's.
I think this is Japan actually. No, their headquarters is in California.
The people who own its names aren't people from California. I guarantee that.
Microsoft owns California.
Yeah, Microsoft and Google own California. That's for damn sure. These people's names, China. Headquarters is in Shenzhen, China.
Okay.
Okay, we're not complete assholes yet. $135.3 billion. Oh no, $20.6 billion. It's still a lot of fucking money. That's their reported revenue.
Just even $1 billion.
$20.6 billion US dollars in revenue. That's just cash flow. That's a lot.
Roblox was number 4 in concurrent players in 2021.
I've never even played Roblox. Have you played Roblox?
No, my son did though, and he likes to tell me about stuff he does in Roblox. I actually, you know what? Actually, I have played a little bit, but That's definitely a kid's game.
So isn't Fortnite technically a kid's game? I mean, we're gonna.
I guess
we're gonna put a title on it. Just kidding. Shit.
Roblox Corporation.
Microsoft.
Who owns Roblox? They're publicly traded as well.
David Bazuki. I can't say this dude's name. He looks American though.
Who owns Roblox Corporation?
I just told you it's David Bazuki.
Oh, okay. So
I don't know.
So they're not owned by Microsoft. But then there's Minecraft with 1.4 million plus concurrent playership at any given time in 2021.
So you think in the space right now that Microsoft still has a competition, and if so, with who?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like, there's a bunch of other studios still that are competing with them. I mean,
for first-person
Apex
shooters,
Legends is on this list for concurrent playership as well, and
they're owned by EA, I guess.
Yeah.
But EA is going down the drain. If I'm being honest, they're a very greedy corporation as far as.
Yeah, EA has got like historical problems with releasing games that are unfinished or not ready for the load that is going to be taken on their servers, and
it's not like they're new to the fucking issue. Like, they've been doing this shit
they're considered, like, most of their games that come out are considered AAA titles, and like...
yeah, they're... What, how old is EA Sports in the game?
Oh my god, EA Sports, it's in the game. EA Sports has been around forever, man.
You know what's fucked up is when they found out they had to start paying college students, so they canceled their title for...
I heard it's coming back, though. I heard that March Madness and NCAA are coming back, though. Founded 1991, 31 years ago. So EA Sports as a studio is almost as old as I am.
It's pretty old. Just kidding. Yeah. I'm 25, right? Since we're going to be putting out 24.
Yeah,
I'm turning 25.
I'm 33, so I guess I am old. Especially for a gamer, this is like the golden years for gamers.
Oh no, dude! I used to watch this dude back in the day. He used to make me laugh a lot. Mr. Stark, and he's probably a lot older than that. His content's kind of. Mr. Stark, age. How old is he? He's probably a lot older than you. Shit, if I could spell, fuck, I put me Stark.
Me Stark. Yeah, I mean, EA Sports still owns some of the some of the most viewed content on Twitch too. Like the FIFA series has a huge viewership.
They lost the rights to FIFA. It's no longer going to EA.
What? FIFA's not going to EA anymore?
No.
No way. Okay, I'm looking this up right now. Holy shit.
I think they're gonna go find their own title. Someone else. Well, EA lost the rights to make Battlefront again too. So.
No way. FIFA is ending its long-term exclusive partnership with Electronic Arts. Wow, they've been partnered since 1993.
Imagine losing FIFA. That had to hurt.
Well, EA is gonna still be producing soccer games, but right here, the next FIFA might not be called FIFA.
Yeah, the FIFA pulled their title.
I wonder who they're going with then. Like, can you what other studios make sports games like 2K,
Microsoft?
Right? Is 2K Microsoft?
No, 2K is EA.
Oh, okay. So they might go with no, they wouldn't.
Microsoft. They can't go with 2K because it would be EA. The only other option is Microsoft.
No. 2K owns is owned by 2Take. That's not Microsoft.
2Take, you said?
Yeah, or Take-Two. My bad. Take-Two. They own Rockstar and 2K Games.
Oh, right. Really? I didn't know Rockstar made sport games.
It's not Rockstar themselves. It's another. 2K is just another studio within the Take-Two umbrella.
Okay. Well, then they might go. They might go into 2K. I guess it won't. It'd be FIFA 2K 21.
I guess FIFA by 2K, but 2K made a bunch of sports games. I don't know if they ever made.
I don't think they made soccer.
A soccer game though,
or football.
Maybe they did. I think maybe 2K. Do you remember the like NFL Street and like NBA?
Oh yeah. But I think those
did 2K make those? I think 2K made those. Like I know 2K had NBA 2K, and it was never. It never seemed to do as well as like the EA.
So
Sports
it says, "Can we see 2K soccer games in the future?" So I'm assuming they have not. I'm assuming not.
Okay, so 2K has Football Manager, which is not like FIFA at all. Like you're managing a team, you're not really playing. So.
Well, I know, but 2K. My brother plays this game a lot. NCAA or whatever the fuck it's called. He plays that shit on the PlayStation, but it's a PlayStation exclusive, and I highly doubt FIFA is going to be a PlayStation exclusive.
No.
By the way, did you see the PlayStation selling out their shit? They sold out God of War, a bunch of other games.
Really?
Yeah, they released them on Steam.
Oh shit! Okay.
So
they're not gonna be PS exclusive anymore.
They're already not. God of War is already on Steam.
No way! That's wild.
So, is that a milestone that we're crossing? That now everyone's gonna be. Oh, I just opened up my Steam. Oops. That where everyone's gonna be releasing games on PC. So.
I mean, I guess it's good for the PC players out there.
I mean, at this point, why have a fucking console?
Yeah, you just buy yourself a PC.
Yeah, buy yourself a PlayStation or computer for $4,000.
Buy yourself a play computer.
A play computer. Get yourself an Xbox refrigerator and turn it into a computer.
Yeah, just use your Xbox for heating up your raviolis.
Have you seen that shit that they released? They released an Xbox Series X refrigerator mini fridge.
No, I didn't see that.
$250.
Did you ever see the thing about the KFC console?
No, did you see the KFC log?
The what?
The log? It's a firewood about yay big, and it smells like the herbs and spices of KFC. Let me see if I can find it.
No way.
We gotta buy this one. I was gonna buy my brother this. Hold up. Look it up. Look up KFC log. It's only $50. It's only $12.
It's a fire log.
Yeah, it's a fire log.
These guys are wild, dude. They actually made like a custom computer too that they're calling the KF console.
Is that the one that has like you got cooked chicken in there and shit?
I don't know if you can cook chicken in it.
I mean, as hot as a computer gets, you probably could. Shit. That is something cool to do, though. I mean, why not?
Yeah, just this ridiculous little PR stunts and shit.
So here's another thing, since we're on the topic of companies becoming, what did I say? What was the word I used? Monopoly? Monopolies. What do you think about Disney?
I think who all have they acquired recently?
Fox, Marvel.
Yeah, they do have a lot of acquisitions.
Who haven't they bought out at this point? They tried buying. Let's see. Who does Disney fucking own? I guarantee you it's a lot.
ABC, majority stake in ESPN, minority stake in A&E. Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah, Disney,
Fox Family Worldwide.
Yeah, Disney owns all
Pixar.
of Fox. Yeah, Pixar.
They own Hulu now, too.
They bought out Hulu?
In 2009, apparently.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I know they... why the fuck did they team up with fucking Netflix? They got Hulu. Why the fuck team up with Netflix at that point? Anyway, keep going.
Well, Disney's selling like a package now where you get like...
Yeah, you get Hulu and Disney,
And ESPN.
Yeah, you get them both.
Okay, Lucasfilm. Dude, okay, so when Disney acquired Lucasfilm, I was really scared.
I'm still scared. They've been fucking it up since I haven't seen them.
Well, okay, so I don't the trilogy movies that they made I thought were garbage. I didn't like them. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that, but I don't care. The episodes 7, 8, 9, I did not like them.
Yeah, I don't like them either. You know what's unpopular opinion. I like the first Star Wars, like the one with the little tiny Anakin where he's a cunt. That I like that one. That's my favorite one.
Phantom Menace, really?
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
That is an unpopular opinion.
Yeah, it's a very unpopular.
Fighting in the Star Wars
and I like Jar Jar. I thought he was funny as fuck.
I think the Phantom Menace is probably like it's fun to watch, but I think it's my least favorite in terms of canon, like just canon storyline and stuff. I think that they could have done a lot better, but it's fun to watch, and it was like going to watch it in theaters and shit was fucking awesome. Like when I was a kid, I fucking loved it.
Something else that was
Star Wars.
Something else that was really good when I was a kid was going to the movies when Harry Potter came out.
Mm-hmm.
They had all those like Harry Potter like themed candies and popcorn and drinks and everything. That shit was dope.
That book, and I started reading that book and found out they were making movies. I was like, oh my god! And we went.
I read the book, and my mom thought I was learning witchcraft.
That's the devil.
That's the Hispanic shit, bro. You can't even watch anything to do with like if they had like a movie and let's say an anime series. What's that one that's with the devil, the Blue Devil, or some shit like that?
Blue Devil.
I think that's what it's called. Yeah. Let me see, Devil. It's like the kid's like the devil's child or some shit. Hold up, I gotta find it. I gotta look it up real quick. Cause I didn't watch this, but this is the one I.
Oh, Blue Exorcist.
That one. And the kid's like the devil's son or some crazy shit. Yeah, if I would have had that shit on, they would have like took me to church and like had the preacher like throw holy water on me, like just like crazy shit. And
so Disney doesn't own anime stuff.
Yeah, they do.
What do they own? I don't see anything of that.
Let me look. Disney. Well, they don't anime stuff. What about all the Star Wars animated shit they made?
Oh, that's not anime, but
I mean, yes, it is. You seen the newest one where they're like
okay, yeah. Well, I mean, like this, yeah, stylized to be kind of like anime, I guess.
And then what about the original like animated Star Wars?
You mean the original?
Let's see if I can find it.
Like Clone Wars?
Yeah, let me find it. Hold up.
I don't know if I would consider that an anime.
Oh, it was definitely animated. It wasn't like weird.
Well, not animated, but like anime, you know.
I don't know.
Clone Wars is definitely not an anime. It's an animated show, but
not that one. Not that one. Not the one that came out in like 2008. I'm talking about the one that came out in like early 1990 maybe. Yeah, this one. Is this it? No, that's not it. But that's kind of the same idea. This one.
The 1980s?
No, I don't think it's the 80s. I doubt it. I'm trying to... Give me a second. I'm looking. It was like a really old one. Droids, Ewoks, the Clone Wars. I think this is it. I don't think it's it. What the fuck? I have the picture of what I'm talking about.
There's the series from 2003. It's Clone Wars.
Star Wars Vintage Collection, bringing classic cartoons to the Disney Plus. This shit. Star Wars Vintage Wars? Star Vintage? I don't fucking know what this damn thing was called.
So, I looked up what does Disney not own.
Is it a short list?
So they don't own Lionsgate. So Lionsgate's a big one. They done movies like The Expendables or The Hunger Games. They own the Twilight series. Paramount, which they own Star Trek and like the Tom Clancy series. They've done movies like Mission Impossible, Friday the 13th, Transformers.
Who is Tom Clancy?
Tom Clancy was he was a writer. He wrote a lot of like military books.
Was he in the military?
I don't know if he was in the military or not.
Tom Clancy is an American novelist. He is best known for his technical detail, his plunges in military science, storytelling. Set during and after he was Cold War. 17, no, 100 million. I'm assuming he was a... No? He missed a lot of those wars. How old was he? Born in 47, so he missed World War 1 and 2. Yeah, but I'm just saying, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon. This is just, that's why I was kind of like, what the fuck?
He was in the Army Reserve Training Corps, but he was ineligible to serve due to his nearsightedness. Okay, so he had nearsightedness, he couldn't actually serve.
Really?
So he wrote books.
Is that a reasonable reason to not go in there? Because I'm freaking nearsighted.
I mean, if you see a picture of him, his glasses are thick as fuck. Like,
Are you sure they're not just thick because like the time period? Because
nah, it says right. It says in his
biography,
in his early life and education, that he couldn't serve because of his myopia. But he wrote a bunch of books that were later turned into movies. You know, he wrote The Hunt for Red October.
He wrote
Present Danger.
He wrote Rainbow Six.
Yeah, he wrote the Rainbow Six book that all the games are loosely based on. The older games were more based on his writing, I think. The newer ones, you know, he's just it's a arena shooter, you know.
The Hunt for Red October, Without Remorse, The Sum of All Fears.
Sum of All Fears.
Fears. I'm a fucking moron. I said Fairs.
Sum of All Fears. Clear and Present Danger, Patriot Games.
Without Remorse, Jack Ryan's Shadow, The Hunt for Red October again. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm assuming these like 6 movies or 6 books are his most popular.
Yeah, they all did really well. And then Sony is not owned by Disney yet.
Oh no, they're not. They are a big advocate of fuck Disney.
they own, you know, obviously we know a lot of these things that they own. They own Resident Evil, Spider-Man.
No, they
James Bond.
Sony or Disney? Because Disney doesn't own Spider-Man.
Sony.
Oh, okay, I was about to say.
Yeah, Sony.
Disney owns Spider-Man and all the villains for Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's like Sony's one Marvel acquisition. Like before Marvel got smart and was like, we're gonna pull all of our shit together.
Yeah, they're just kind of like we're gonna hold this bitch over here. They gotta. I wonder how hard Sony or Disney has to fight Sony to use their characters.
Probably hard as fuck.
Oh, dude, I figured that Sony was just like, nah, bitch. You're gonna have to jump through some hoops, motherfucker.
I bet it's expensive.
I bet.
There's Universal. Universal has, you know, they have the Fast and Furious series, which, you know, that does good every single time.
That series is dying. The Rock is not going back.
It's probably dying now, but that was a really successful series. Jurassic Park, Jason Bourne.
Jurassic Park's a good one.
Mm-hmm. And then Warner Brothers, which they own the rights to like the DC comic ones, which I don't like as much as Marvel, but you know it is what it is. Except for Batman, everyone loves Batman.
So something else Disney just did on their account. My buddy actually told me about this. I guess there's a What If series on Disney.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And my friend loves it. I haven't seen it, but he seems to be a really big advocate in it. And I guess it's like, what if Spider-Man's Uncle Ben never died?
Yeah,
like shit like that. And it's like, and then they'll put a story together of what if he didn't die.
It's an interesting concept. I like the idea.
I mean, it's a good idea. It's definitely something the fans really wanted.
I think we said a good piece.
You liked it? Did you enjoy yourself? That's something we're going to be doing again next week?
Yeah, we'll do it again next week.
Okay. All right, guys. This has been the Simply or Evil podcast, and me, Larry, and James Wilson.
James.
There we go. And we'll catch you guys next time. Have a good night. Take care.